Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we went to the movies with more of our doormates before learning that Ken does indeed have the potential to be a Persona user, and as of tonight, he is now a member of SEES. Today, we've entered Tartarus so we can continue advancing through the Yabbashah block to see if we can find the next blockade, since the deadline for the next old document is drawing near. I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. And as you can see, I am already in Tartarus and I already selected my party. Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Ken, who is in great condition. So that's the main reason why I want to bring him in. Also, he just joined the team, so might as well bring him in as well to show him off. And we'll go into a little bit more about what Ken can do. He brings a spear, as we learned last episode, which delivers piercing abilities. I also took the time to outfit him with the Master's Garment and the leather boots as extra defense. But the main thing I want to draw to is his persona, Nemesis. This is an electric-based persona that can use electric attacks, but it can also learn Hama skills as well. So he's kind of like Koro, except he learns Yoga and Hama skills. And he's on the verge of learning Diorama as well, so he could be a pretty good pseudo-healer if the time arises. So you may think that because of this, in addition to Ken's only weakness being darkness, that he would be a viable asset going into this fight, but surprisingly not. Or at least in my experience. Like with Koromaru, I barely use Ken at all, despite all his advantages he has going for him. He's pretty much a better Akihiko because he has the Yoga right away. It's probably because I don't rely on the Hama skills that much, so that's why I don't bring Ken into battle that often. Like with Koromaru, since he learns Mudo skills, and I don't find Mudo skills that useful either. And we see Nemesis in use already, even though he took down a persona that was already taken down due to being distressed. Still, I already see Ken putting Nemesis to work. So the party I summoned was kind of strange, as we see that the Justice Sword is an enemy who can counter Yabbashah.
No shadows are left.
The party I have is kind of weird because everyone's in a pretty good spot right now when it comes to the level up. Some on the verge of learning very useful skills, and some people are already in pretty top form right now. So it's kind of difficult for me to decide who I want to bring into the group, so it's really just me going with my gut instinct. That's why I brought these three along. Well, Ken was given because, like I said, he just joined the party, so we might as well see what he can bring to the table as early as tonight. Also, he's in great condition. That can be very useful too. Oh, look at that! Ken with a nice critical hit. It was very early we got to see Ken put his crit animation to use. And I'll say this, Ken's movements are really cool to watch because he's so acrobatic. You wouldn't think a kid his size would be able to use the spear as well as he does, but it's really cool to see. Of course, this does mean that we can use spears as well ourselves. I just haven't found the right spear to use, or a spear at all. So that's why I haven't used that weapon yet. So as per usual, since we have a new member into SEES, I'll go into their persona's background. Ken's persona's nemesis was the goddess of divine retribution against those who were arrogant and powerful. It's believed she hatched from two sets of twins, Helen of Troy and Clytemnestra, as well as Dioscuri, which contained Castor and Polydeuces. The twins hatched from eggs because Nemesis turned into a goose to avoid Zeus, but then Zeus turned into a swan, and then the two, well, let's just say they got it on. As an act of retribution, Nemesis punished Narcissus for rejecting so many suitors. Nemesis caused him to fall in love with his reflection in a pool, which he perished from despair and regret. And after a while, Huapo hit level 26, and thus has earned the ability Null Freeze. And now what to replace it with? All these skills are really good. I'm not sure what I want to get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of Enradi. Since Null Freeze is more of a hindrance than Nullifying Rage, I'll feel a lot more comfortable with that for Huapo. I was able to get another persona off of Shovel Time, Virtue. And Virtue, I thought so, is of the Justice Arcana. Who should I get rid of? I'll get rid of Lamia, since we did complete the Hermit Social League recently, there's no point having her around. And now we have Virtue. Man, it took a while to encounter a new enemy. You have no idea just how long it took for me to find some new foes at Yabbashah. But we found the Shouting Tiara. I have no idea what these guys are weak to. It might be ice. That's what I'm guessing at. It's certainly not Cleave, that's for sure. Yep, it is ice. But they have a lot of fire spells though. Gotta be careful about that. Especially in Mitsuru's case. We'll switch over to max out Star's body. Yeah, max out Star's body, so she cannot learn any more moves. So we'll go to King Frost. And then try to work on him a little while. There we go. Now commence with the AOA. These guys are not going to survive this attack. Very simple to take out. I realize I haven't shown the request list in a long time, so I want to fix that right now. The Shouting Tiaras we just eliminated are needed for a request that Elizabeth wants us to do. You have to get 5 of their TRs here in order to complete this request. I did get a couple from that last battle. Well, a couple in being 1, but you get my drift. Listen, we have some returning enemies in the Furious Gigas. We did encounter these guys as guardians some time ago, but now they're just regular shadows here in Yabbashah. I'm gonna switch over to Takami and see if they're still exposed to their thunder weakness. At least that's what I think they're weak to. Nope, they're not. Must be wind then. That guy did have power charge enabled. Light and Garu. Okay then. That's where Ken will come into play with his Hama skills. The Hama skills, I said so many times, are pretty situational as well as Mudo, but this is one instance where that would pay off. Well, it would have if he connected with that second Hama skill, but can't win them all. And let's do the follow-up Marin Karn, which has helped out a lot more than it has in this playthrough. A lot more than I expected, in other words. So surprised to see how much Marin Karn has really helped me out in this particular playthrough, where it's just done little to no effect for me in the past. Ooh, Kill Rush. That almost took down Mitsuru. Ken was there to heal his senpai, one of. Come on guys, we took this enemy down once before. I'm sure we can do it again. Just gotta get the right attack in. There we go. Let's do it indeed, Ken. There's no way he's gonna survive with how much health he has left. Some new foes. I was expecting some more Shouting Tiaras since I'm not done with that request yet. Got the Almighty Hand. These guys might sound a little intimidating, but let's see what they bring when Tsubuki completes her analyzation. So I kind of have a bad feeling what they might be capable of. At least Ken connected with that crit attack. Well, missed that time too. Come on, Ken. You either gotta be completely accurate or not. There's no in between. Oh, they only have Bufu and Hama skills. I thought I'd give it by their name, they would have more severe maneuvers, but I guess I was wrong. But they're weak to, what was it? Oh, Darkness. It'd be a good time to have Koromaru, actually. Does any of my personas have Mudo by any chance? I feel like I have one at least that could do such a thing. If not, then I'm just being really crazy. Well, Tyne has something. I guess I can use that. looks like it's better than nothing. I guess I'll have to use it. Even though I rarely use Titan at all. So let's see if this could be effective. And the verdict is, yes it does. I'm 1 for 3 so far. Let's see if we can keep this going. Not counting on it though. Yeah, I thought so. Called it, and then it happened. It's that lame psychic ability I have again. The other kid has no weaknesses though. Can't say the same for Akihiko. Well, Kid's only weakness is dark, but not a lot of enemies we come across as of late do have the dark spell. I think only one we did have the ability to do so. Let's try this Budo skill again, see if we're lucky this time. No. And now you can see why I do not rely on the light and dark spells that often, because they barely work.
I guess that went alright.
It kinda did, Ken. Let you go for a while, but we were able to take them down. Ooh, I see another persona I can get. Fairly easy to get to. This is Mothman. And it's a hermit. Go figure, it's a hermit. Yeah, who do I get rid of? Puza, I guess. We haven't really seen Keisuke that much as of late. At least we'll get Mothman into the Compendium once we get back to the Velvet Room. Ah, some new foes!
There are 3 of them.
The Phantom Lords.
Give me a sec. I'll scan
They're
the
definitely different from the last Phantom enemies we saw. I think it was back in Arca. It's been a while since we've seen this type of enemy. And they're weak to light too, so this is straight up Ken's department. Got Agila, Mamuto. Alright, good to know. Evil Smile and Spirit Drake too. Evil Smile to be a little concerned about, since that does inflict fear. But if Ken can be accurate enough with his Hama skill, then he should be able to take him out. But then again, my Virtue does have Mahama to target all foes at once. So we'll try to play this card and see where things go from here. All missed. Oh, typical. Oh, but Akihiko's not doing pretty well right now. I gotta heal him up somehow. Uh-oh. Ah! Frick. Well, at least the homunculus helped me out. I'm pretty sure I got more than one left in me. But that was the risk I was playing when I did bring Virtue out. At least we be able to shock one of them. But too bad my turn skips. Hope I don't use a lot of homunculus this battle, and Mitsuru got taken down, and she's going down for real. Well, this is not going well for us. It has been a while since we completely struggled with an enemy. And I lost another one, and Ken went down too. I guess homunculus don't save party members, so I thought they did. Maybe in Portable that's different, but not here. It only helps me out.
Still alive.
Well, you keep doing that, Akihiko. I'll just keep getting back up because I keep getting targeted by that stupid Mamuto skill. There's that evil smile I was worried about. At least it missed. So now I can switch off personas at last. I'd rather take these guys out the long way rather than try to go for an instant kill because Mamuto Hama skills are really half and half. Who could benefit from the experience here? Takemikazuchi. Well, pose all maxed out. I think we'll try to get Taka Mikazuchi's Elect Boost, or at least try to get close to it. I'll pull out Yoga and target this one. I want to find some way to bring the other two back to the fight as well. That's Evil Smile missed, good. Actually, I do have Recarm with Kusimitama, do I? Yes, I do. So I can revive these guys back without sacrificing a revival bead. I'll bring Mitsuru back first, since we're more liable to take out Ken with Mamuto. I think I do that, just zap away some of her SP, that's better than attacking her directly. Or to me too, I don't mind that. That puts me at 57 SP though. Another one out. The Tenterafu coming into play. Gonna work out. At least it's gonna allow me to bring Ken back. Hopefully, he does not cast another Mamudo. That would suck. Evil Smile, that's what I want. Just inflict fear. At least Aki goes able to fight through it and shock him. That's what I was worried about. Mitsuru had to escape from battle because of that stupid fear spell. And right before the boss died too. How unfortunate timing. Well, that could have gone a lot better. Despite all that though, Akihiko did get a level up from that. So it wasn't a complete car crash of a fight. Holy cow, that's a big shadow. But I was dreading coming against one of these someday. The Minotaur 4.
Scan the target.
There's a lot of these Minotaurs that are spread around Tartarus, and that's some of the hardest enemies I've faced in all my years of playing this game. They can dish out a lot of physical damage, and I mean a lot, so we gotta be really careful here. And most of the time these guys, I think their weakness is like light or dark, so I always end up just trying to melee them or magicking them to death. Magicking, that's quite a verb that does not even make sense because it's not a verb at all. But I always end up trying to use some sort of magic attack or melee attack to try and take them down instead of going for the weakness half the time. I think this guy is weak to fire, so I got off easy with this Minotaur, but the other ones we'll face in the future, not so much. Since I really hate fighting these guys. At least it's the first Minotaur, they're going easy on us by giving this specific shadow an easy weakness I can exploit. The all attack did not eliminate it. Oh, it's got a Buffalo coming. And I kind of figured that Akihiko myself would get taken down from that. At least Mitsuru will come to our aid. At least Ken's aid first with Diorama. I'll get back up, and then that guy's gonna use Buffalo again. Nope, using Diorama, that's just as bad actually. Thankfully it did not heal all of his HP. He's got so much to work with. Holy cow, that Hama worked!
That went all right.
What a shot the dark Ken took. But it ended up bringing out the light in the end. I know that was really cheesy of me to say, but I couldn't think of anything else that was more appropriate for that moment. Good job, Ken. And
My
after that
skill level
encounter
has
with the
increased.
Minotaur 4, Mitsuru gained another level up. Also, I'm going to say this now, we may not encounter a lot of the new shadows that Yabbashah has to offer, at least this section does. The reason why is that I'm at such a high level that I'm actually capable of taking on the next Tartarus Guardian, which is what I want to do in this episode. So if you don't see a lot of
There are two of them.
new
Attack.
enemies in this section, don't fret. I'll try to do that some other time if that doesn't happen, because I'm just trying to go for a beeline for the next Guardian, which, by the way, the next Guardian is at floor 110, so we're not that far from it. Before I got to the next Guardian, I was able to find the last tiaras here I needed for that request, so at least I got that going for me now. Ooh, we finally made to floor 110 with one really strong enemy in the middle. Beeline to this floor was a lot tougher than it sounds because we took quite the beating on our way up here. Mitsuru and Akihiko lost all their SP because I was relying on them to heal our team on the field so much, and we almost died a couple times too. But at least we're able to push on through. Now that all of our health and SP has been restored, it's time to determine who to bring to this next Guardian fight. But first, I'm gonna save right now. So the party I decide to bring is Mitsuru, Yukari, and Aigis. Yeah, contrary to what you may think, Ken's not gonna be that useful in this fight, despite that he is in great condition. So we head over here, we'll face off against the next Guardian.
Its arcana is the lovers. It's a strong foe.
Lovers, huh? Kind of appropriate we brought Yukari to this fight then. So this is the Natural Dancer. Level 40, it can nullify wind and is strong to fire and electricity. it has the skills Garudine and Garudine. So that's why I brought Yukari along, just to try and even things out. Also, she'll play as our healer in this battle, which is why I'll be setting her too. Okay, what to start things off with? This enemy also has the potential to spam Sexy Dance, which has a 25% chance of charming all foes. I think we already seen that skill come into play before. So I'm switching off to Kusimitama so it can nullify the win against me. Not gonna be the same for everyone else except for Yukari because she does resist wind. But like I said, she'll be our healer in this fight. Meanwhile, I'll be nullified by wind because of Kusimitama, so all I'm gonna do is try to wail away at this thing as much as I can. So the real concern I'll have in this battle is gonna be Mitsuru and Aegis. Since they have no property against the Garu spell whatsoever, they're gonna be the thing I'll have to look out for during this battle. Might be wise to put Aegis on Orgia mode actually, so we can speed things up a little bit. Since the only thing I want to do in this battle is to wail away at this thing as much as I can with melee attacks. Now we just started the fight. I'll hold off on the Orgia mode a little longer before we get maybe like a quarter or halfway through at least. This Magara died. It did do that much damage to Mitsuru and Aegis actually. I'm rather surprised by that. Probably because I've been so diligent on grinding that we're in a better spot than I thought we would be. So that's really good news. I can also have Recarb so I can bring anyone back to life myself without using a revival bead should the need arise. So I'll be full on a lot of SP in this battle. Good that Yukari has a diorama, so I guess we'll be able to be healed by that. This Guardian also has the ability to use Hama on, which is a better version of the Hama skill. It has a 50% chance of instantly killing an enemy. I'm pretty sure we've seen with Dune in the past as well. I'm not too certain about that, but it has a 50% chance of using the dark element. So far so good, because looks like we're halfway done with this health, so now will be a good time to put Aegis into Orgia mode. Haven't seen this tactic used in a while, but that's why I save it for fights like this, because it can be very helpful. Since Aegis can dish out double damage, but will be automatic for the next 3 turns. So while we might not be able to take this thing out in the next 3 turns. Thank you, Mal. That's what I want to say. While we might not be able to do that, at the very least we can weaken it down with Aegis' Orgia mode. And with everyone else attacking it, and Yukari still supplying heal support to everyone else. 84 points of damage. That's good. That's a good base to start with. 76 from Mitsuru's Bufala. Yeah, I'll keep going on the simple strike attack. That Sexy Dance coming in. At least it missed all of us. Fortunately, it missed all of us. Good. We're in a really good spot right now. I don't see anything that could be majorly hazardous to us. Oh wait, this thing can also use Tetracard. I forgot about that. Because that has happened to me in the past. So if the Natural Dasher does use Tetracard... Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Yukari got charmed. At least she did heal the opponents. That's good. But I just went to overheat. So that's what I was saying. This thing can use Tetracard. So if that happens, I can put Aegis into rush mode when she's active. And just as I say that, there it is. At least I got back up this turn. That's good. I'll have to wait for Aegis to cool off because she's the only one that can get rid of that. But, okay, good. That was what card I was thinking of, not Tetracard. So Mitsuru was safe with using magic. Aegis cannot use a strike attack or melee attack whatsoever because that barrier that Tetra card puts up reflects physical attacks. Though considering she's done normal physical attacks regardless, that might not be a problem to put her in a rush or not. In the meantime, I'll have to discharge Yukari. Good thing I got a little bit of those things on hand. Like I said in the past, Dish Rages, Dish Poisons, Discharges are pretty common to find in Tartarus. And they don't go for a lot back in the pharmacy either, so either way, you're not losing out on getting any of those things.
I failed to finish it off. Aegis is defenseless. Please protect her.
Okay, what to do now? I guess it's pretty good when it comes to health, so I think I'll wait. Oh, guys, coming. Goes after Yukari, the fool.
Hang in there.
Even those the loaders are caught, I acted like a fool there. I guess cool down. That's what I was waiting for. Thankfully, Aegis does not sustain that much damage when it comes to physical attacks. So that's why I was not worried about her getting rid of that physical barrier, which allows me to go back on the offensive with my strike attacks. Watch out, one last 60 dance and it charged Mitsuru and Yukari. Come on. That's not right. Mitsuru going after Yukari. Well, how ironic that Mitsuru got charged, considering she's the one that does borrow a card all the time at this point in the game. Do I have a Patra? I think I have someone that has Patra. I know I do have someone with that. It might be Huapo. I don't remember if that dispels Charm though. I don't think it does. I don't want to risk this thing using a Garudine or a Garudine on me at all, so I'm just gonna keep on pushing the offensive. It does have a lot of health left anyways. I thought it was gonna use Garudine on me in the next turn. Uh-oh, that's not good. They heal that much. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's just gonna extend this battle a little bit more. Okay, I was thinking that these two would keep attacking, but apparently I was wrong. So we're gonna heal them of their charm status ailment. The card turns against the party. That's what I was hoping she would do last turn. But now this battle's gonna go on a little bit longer than it needs to be. That was my own foolish decision. I should have healed the girls off of their charm regardless. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt the one time, and look what happened. At least Aegis got charmed. She doesn't have any healing abilities whatsoever. And she doesn't hurt for that much either, so I'm not worried about that. The very least you could do is try to use some sort of buffing spell on the natural dancer, but I don't think she has such a thing yet. I think she's close to learning Kacha or has that right now, but we'll be that hopeful in this fight. Alright. Well, Yukari took some serious damage there. It's amazing how, despite that Aegis shot Yukari, Yukari is somehow still alive, because you know, bullets can instantly kill somebody. That's how they work. But in battle, that doesn't mean anything. It's nothing more than a scratch. Come on, guys. It's near death. All we have to do is just poke at it, and that is not what I was expecting. Mitsuru actually got shot to death. That's not good. Maybe I should heal Aegis off of that skill after all, but does Yukari have Recarb? I'm pretty sure she does have Recarb. So instead, I'm gonna heal Aegis. I don't think her turn's coming until a little later on. Hopefully. No, she doesn't do it. I thought Yukari was gonna use Recarb. Poor Mitsuru, she loses out on all that experience. I don't think no matter what I could have done, that would not have helped Mitsuru at all. Oh, of course. Of course, Yukari used Recarb on the field, but not in battle. Thanks a lot, Yukari. Oh, way to be a team player. Now, sometimes you are helpful, but that was just not one of your better moments. At least we got a Soma and 2 bead chains. So I'm gonna go back and save after that gangbuster of a fight. And we'll proceed up to the pinnacle of this section of Yabbashah. It's a dead end. Good job, please come back to the entrance. I'm still not proud of how the latter half of that natural dance fight went, but we were able to get past it, and now we got the 5th old document, 5 days before the deadline. Of course, with the blockade, we can't go any further. But I'm not worried about that. We were able to complete what I wanted to set out to do today, so for the time being, we are done with Tartarus. At least until the next section opens up. And before we do close things off for today, I'm gonna turn in these requests to see what our reward will be. You see the completed request. Just wait a moment while I check. I see you have the tiaras here with you. 5 of them, just as I requested. Thank you. You have claimed part of your enemy's head, just as the samurai did long ago. Consider it a sign of your victory. Yeah, I think I'll just take my reward and go, please. I don't want to think about that. I wouldn't know what to do with those tiaras here anyways. I see you retrieved the 5th old document and explored the 3rd block of Tartarus. Really? I guess that means we're done with Yabbashah. Well done. You fulfilled my request before the deadline. However, we still do not know how high up the tower extends. How many floors could it possibly have? Well, that's gonna be us to find out. Because I have a feeling we're far from done climbing up Tartarus. And 120,000 yen, wow! I'm almost at 500,000 yen, that's amazing. And considering that this episode's got pretty long, I think I'm once again gonna forego persona fusing for the time being. I'm not sure when we're gonna do it, maybe after our next expedition in Tartarus? Not too certain yet, probably once we're able to complete a lot of social link stuff, and then I guess I can squeeze that fusing in, since we haven't done any of the sort in a while. But nonetheless, we did complete everything we could do in Tartarus for now. So next time, we're gonna exit the dark hour and continue with the movie festival. Since there's not much left in summer break left to do, we're just gonna spend the remaining days relaxing at the movie festival with more of our doormates. And as a special treat, I'm gonna play an earlier version of Master of Tartarus, the song that we hear when we fight the Tartarus Guardians. Despite this version was in development, I think it still sounds good and it's worth listening to. So I hope you enjoy. Until we meet again, farewell for now.